kept the hotel key.
Well, it has been a while since these guys have been to Australia, about 7 years actually, to be exact. I think they're about due for a return. Joining me right now, I've got the guys from Old Dominion. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, glad to be here.
How are you guys feeling about this return to Australia? Is there anything you guys have missed? It's been a hot min, since you've been here. Anything you want to, see, eat or do upon your return?
I think we've missed the fans, I mean, it's some rowdy fans over there that are hungry for the music. So we're excited to get back to that.
Yeah, we're super pumped to have you back as well. It's a long flight down here as well, on the plane. Is there anything you guys kind of, any travel essentials you have to have, on those long flights? I'm sure you've done a couple by now.
Yeah. Just make sure you download all the movies that you want to watch, all the podcasts you want to listen to, just the constant consuming.
Yeah. I just listen to music the whole way. I listen to all our albums.
Yeah, got to keep yourself entertained. It's a long time in the one spot, right? Well, you guys are also songwriters as well. I wanted to ask you, when you are writing these songs, how do you kind of decide which ones you want to keep, for Old Dominion and which ones you want to, give to other artists?
Brad decides.
Yeah, I mean, we keep the best ones and we give the ones that aren't that good but still pretty good. Other artists.
No, really, it's hard to choose, but I mean, we know there's always a few right off the bat we know are ours, and then sometimes we try them out and we love the song, but it just doesn't make the album, doesn't fit the album, or doesn't fit us at that time, and if that's the case, then we put them out there. It's hard to get cuts on other people, so usually you pitch them all and nobody cuts them anyway, so. Sometimes you get one here and there.
Yeah. What does a writing session look like for you guys? Do you kind of all just get together and, just throw ideas around? Is that kind of how it all starts and one thing leads to another?
Yeah, mostly our phones are all full of ideas, whether they're lyrical or musical or, somebody will pick up a guitar and start playing something, and we just kind of spitball ideas until something starts to take shape or some idea gets everyone excited to kind of delve into.
Yeah. So you guys could just be, walking around and think, oh, that's a good idea, put it in your notes kind of thing, and then, bring it to the meeting kind of thing.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I love that. Well, you guys have got, a brand new album out as well. This is exciting, your 6th studio album. How did this one kind of come together?
I mean, I think just kind of a lot like the last ones, we're always just trying to pick the best songs and, we're always writing and just, when it's time to get in the studio, we all get together and we pick our favorite ones and then we just try to do them all justice. And, I think they've touched on some different themes than, we have in the past just because of, we've been doing it for a while. So, we're growing and maturing.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned themes there. What kind of theme does this brand new album have?
It doesn't have any one particular theme, but I think, it has a little bit of the classic Old Dominion that people come to love. There's some fun songs on there. There's some upbeat fun songs, but then there's some new territory that we've dove into. There's a song called Miss You Man that is really heartfelt about our songwriter, close friend that passed away, and so we wrote a sort of a tribute to him. There's a song called Goodnight Music City, which kind of details our journey, through the music business in Nashville and all of its ups and downs. So there's a lot of stuff that we wrote on this album that we probably couldn't have written 10 years ago. So yeah, I feel like it just goes to some new territory for us.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I've got a round of 5 fast questions here if you guys are up for it.
Sure, yeah.
All right, question number 1 I've got is, who is someone you would love to collaborate with that you haven't already?
Paul McCartney.
Post Malone.
Springsteen.
Oh, I didn't know. I always say Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, I love that. Those are some good ones. So yeah, that would be really cool. The next one I've got is, what was the first album you ever bought?
Thriller.
Thriller, really?
Mm-hmm.
First album I ever bought. I feel like it might have been August and Everything After by Counting Crows.
I feel like I want to say mine was either Poison or Power Station or something like that way back in the day. Yeah,
I can't for the life of me remember what my first album was I bought.
that was
The earliest memory, maybe.
Let's say the Top Gun soundtrack.
There you go.
I love it. The next one I've got is, what's the most played song on your personal playlist right now? What's your go-to song that you're currently listening to?
Gosh.
Just have a quick look. Yeah.
I was gonna say, is there like I don't even know how to.
I mean, I never pick anything. I always just push the button on my phone and say play some music, and then
Okay.
it just plays whatever.
You just trust. You're trusting that it's gonna get a good one.
I think I've been listening to House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter a lot this week.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, she's going off at the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of Dire Straits happening on my phone. It's old school, but
Yeah. Nice.
It's hard for me to tell because my daughter takes over the phone on the way to school. So it looks like I've been listening to a lot of the Descendants soundtrack and Megan Maroney.
Yes. Okay. Nice. The next one I've got is, what's one thing you always bring on tour, or something you always do before jumping up on stage?
Well, we always take a tequila shot before we go on stage. It's liquids for me. Tequila and coffee are the
Okay. Yep, some essentials. That's what we love.
we've been working Red Bull in there.
Yeah, Red Bull's
Red Bull.
pretty prominent these days.
Yeah, I love it. Well, the last question I've got on the Fast Five is, do you have a most embarrassing moment on tour or up on stage?
A lot of falls.
A lot of falls. Yeah, everybody's taking their turn.
Yeah. I had a nice moment last night. We were playing a show and I was feeling great, and then I turned around and I kicked Brad's mic stand over and I tried to catch it with my foot, kicked it even further, and everything was flying.
Just a quick recovery. Like, it was meant to happen. It's fine.
I had no recovery. One of our stagehands picked the mic stand up, so never recovered. I still haven't recovered.
Just living rent free in your brain right now. Well, you guys are returning to Australia this coming March. It is to headline CMC Rocks. How are you feeling about jumping back up on that stage?
It's been too long. It's been way too long. So we're very, very excited to get over there and feel what the energy's like there.
Yeah, we're so pumped to have you. You've also announced some dates as well for your How Good Is That tour across Sydney, Melbourne and Perth. You've got Dasha joining you there as well. Have you ever toured with Dasha before?
No, I think we might have played like one show with her one time, but we've never toured with her. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, super pumped. And what kind of, what can we expect at these shows? A mix of some new songs, some old songs as well in there.
Yeah, we've been playing a lot of the new songs lately, trying to get them in there, but you got to play the hits. So we got 6 records now, so it's we got a lot to choose from, so a little bit of everything.
A lot of energy.
We love it. Love the energy. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. We cannot wait to catch you this coming March.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.